No big deal. Broadcast is up though. Just gotta add the thumbnail. I thought about playing something, just couldn't get there. I do have to like type in, I do have to go to the chat on this and type something in the chat.
Loose words are food for gay spies. You should know better.
Okay.
I would be more concerned than excited.
Let's see, can I,
Loose words are food for gay spies. You should know better. I would be more concerned than excited.
I don't know. Please no comments until after I finish my little talk. I don't even know what the fuck. Okay. Because I'm just going to start. I'm going to move the camera to the center. It's just, this is just me needing to get a few things off my chest. Alright, so hey everybody, welcome back to our broadcast of The Darkest Timeline, our Campaign 3, Baldur's Gate, where we're going all evil. And, but before I get into that, I wanted to talk about just a few things that are on my mind, because if I wait to make a video about something, it could be like another year. So it's like when the thought is fresh in my mind and I'm already going to be streaming, and for anybody who sees this, yeah, I know I didn't title, like the thumbnail doesn't say like Baldur's Gate and a heart-to-heart, you know, fireside chat or anything, but I just wanted to talk about how things have been and how I really appreciate all of my friends that have been sticking around with me through thick and thin, whether I'm making content or not. I want to thank my friend Bill here for putting up with my idiosyncrasies while we have now played. We're now in our third campaign on this awesome game. It was recently when I got a little miffed that and it's more than that, but like the things that I still see in myself that I still gotta keep in check. Anybody gets angry like playing a game or something, like things don't whatever, but I still choose how to, like, we still decide how we react to things for the most part, and I'm trying really hard to work on how I react to things that I know aren't what my brain is trying to make them out to be. I'm trying to get a lot better at really thinking, because I've been indoctrinated my whole life by different things and different people, and this is just I don't know if the correct term would be a reason, not an excuse. I think that's the way to say it. It's a reason, not an excuse. That I've had so many like bad things pumped into my head my whole life from outside sources, and ways of thinking about myself from outside sources, that the further away I get from that abuse and that indoctrination and stuff, or say the further away I get from when the last time I had a drink was, which is now we're in the 8th year of sobriety of no alcohol. And the further away you get from abuse or an addiction or whatever, you start seeing, like, I started seeing, like, why I started drinking. Like, all the problems that I had that I was ignoring because of drinking, they all just came back. And it has taken a long time to work on myself enough to get to the point where I finally, honestly, it's like the writing's on the wall. I have lived my life like an extended childhood for the most part, in some ways. And as much as some things are not my fault, there are plenty of things that are my fault. And I finally recently been realizing the reality of my situation as a person, who I am, where I am in my existence, and the reality of that situation. And how if I don't make changes like right fucking now, it's like climate change. I should have done it 5 to 10 to 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is how it is. It's happening now. I'm figuring it out now. And that sucks for me because I've always had to, like, for like a smart person, I'm like the person that's left behind in class where I'm still playing catch up. But like, part of the reasons I'm having to play catch up are all the things that are wrong with me. So, all these realizations that have been coming up, making me like really have to decide what's important, what's not important, how I react to things, how these things like hold me back, how it makes me react to my friends, how I treat people. It goes all the way, you know, like it encompasses everything. And if I can't afford to get, like, you know, the attention I need to these things, I had to at least become aware of these things. Still, I had to learn enough about, like, the symptoms of what I have, you know, like how do I deal with, as a non-diagnosed person, how do I learn how to manage my life and treat other people. And I'm really trying to make leaps and bounds here, and make up for lost time. And I know that everybody has to do it at their own pace. And I always tend to jump in with both feet, like, and say, no, I'm gonna learn it all now. Like, I'm gonna do this. And so hopefully you'll start to see a change in some of my attitude. Like, for anybody that's part of my inner group of people that I talk to, and this is for anybody that's ever been to my channel, that if they've ever, like, I'm really good at responding to basically every comment that I see. And I answer them as graciously as I possibly can, because I could never be, I wouldn't be doing this video either if it wasn't for all the people that have ever checked out my channel and listened to me. But God, you start going down these roads and you like have so much to say, and then you get kind of lost in them. But the people that are closest to me, I hope that you will start feeling more like, I'll never be able to, I have changed irreversibly because of the past like 10 years. With the way that the world is and the things that were happening in my life, I am irreversibly changed. That person that was making that content back then, he is not that same exact person anymore. So the way I make my content is gonna be and feel different now, and sound different in some ways. It's still me, I think. It's just me growing as a person and changing and how I, like how I think channels actually should be is grow and change with you instead of just being stagnant one note things for safe brand recognition. Um, See, now that's old me right there. Talking like that. But I I can now go back at this. I think the way I've come back after like last November or whatever when I started making content again, um, which was really just no, just make the content and stop worrying about all that other stuff. And for the most part, I can. Um, I've limited my social media to things I really want to see more than things that are just all out there that are not healthy for me to be checking out. Um, and I do want to say that part of the thing that set me back this time was I allowed myself to feel bad because I had been trying to make more more outreach to other like-minded YouTubers, and it just like it kept it the reminder that I keep getting that like I'm so lucky to meet the people that I've found on YouTube, like Darren and Mark and Alyssa and Don and Corey and all of you, but as content creators, I mean, and Gino, of course. I mean, how can I forget my freaking brother from another mother? But like, it's just the majority of people out there that have that like, oh man, I think we click is like people who might like make a content creator connection or whatever. It's just the reality is most of these people still don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves, man, and their own voice, and that's fine. That's fine. That's the only thing that annoys me about that is that they act like they really like they're still in it for the fucking nut at the end of the day, especially when they start growing, and when they've never had that like I don't know. I have to make sure that I don't get too self-righteous here and act like it. What about you? What if you blah blah blah? But I already went down that road, and I kept walking away whenever I'd start to succeed. And I don't know if that's. I've gotten mad at myself for stopping. But sometimes I almost feel like the thing that thinks it's protecting me inside my head to make me stop, sometimes when it gets in my way, I think sometimes it gets in my way and it helps me. Because those times when I start getting feeling that vibe of success, that part of me that I don't like, which is the very ambition. I love having ambitions, but like I start turning into Daniel Plainview sometimes a little bit. It's like all I want to do is succeed. I'm gonna do like I can if anything gets in my way or anyone, like I don't want like there's that part of me that's like will get that drive can be dangerous. But now I don't have that same drive to succeed. If I succeed in making something I like, that I am happy to put out there, that to me is a success, not the how what does this do for me. I just want to be able to say that I made something honest again, the way I used to, instead of thinking, okay, how is talking about this gonna get me views and grow, or who do I talk to get me views and grow? And I've heard, and I know that that's basically saying you've chosen not to succeed at YouTube. But that's the thing, is I don't need to succeed at YouTube. I need to, and not like anybody's asking, but if anybody says like, well then if anybody watches this and they think to themselves, well then he's decided not to succeed at YouTube. I'm trying to succeed at life. And first I want to succeed at the things that are important in life. Start to see some success there. And then when I feel like I have made the kind of changes and successes in those aspects of my life, then I can start feeling more like, okay, now maybe I can, if there's room in my life, maybe I can start trying to succeed more on the YouTube side of things. Or Twitch, or whatever. Because I know that deep down, whenever I put my mind to full force, I end up succeeding at. Part of the reason why I am in the situation I'm in my life is because I put myself on a course to get here like this. And in the end, I look at it almost as a success than a failure, because I literally put myself down a path that I set myself on a long ass time ago, and I got there. It's just that I didn't like the destination. I didn't like where I ended up in the end. I thought I would, but I didn't. But while I'm still able to draw a breath, I'm going to try to turn that around. And then hopefully, by succeeding at things that I think are important right now, that are outside of the social media sphere, I'm hoping that that will translate to when I do make content. And I feel like the happier that I'll be in my regular ass life, I think, because I talk about this on my channel, the more miserable people are, the more they're drawn to misery, I think. And I think that if I find ways to get away from all that, there's only the opposite is happy, or happy-ish, or as happy as you can be, as long as you're succeeding and you know that you're doing the right thing in your life for yourself. It might not be everything you want to do right now, but you know it's the right thing that you have to do to succeed right now in life. And that all this rest of this stuff, as much as I want to fit it in my life, and I will, because I've got plenty of downtime. When during the hours of such and such and such and such, when I'm out there, I need to be the person I want to be, that I want to be here and there. And like I said, I hope that translates eventually to everybody here and there, and everyone that watches my stuff and works with me will feel, and get back to like the kind of person that other people will want to work with again, and here, there, everywhere, because I realize that I don't want to be the person who just makes friends just to, like, I don't know, get in my own way and crush things and ruin things anymore. Or at least that's how I've seen it. The self-destructive streak that I get into, where it's like I start to get happy and I go, "Oh, happy? What's that? We can't be having that. No. We let you The happy you get to go see like Deadpool Wolverine. They will give you your like 2 hours and 40 minutes or whatever of nostalgia shit that
Loose words are food for
that'll make you
gaze-spies.
feel like momentarily,
Spies.
oh cool, I saw something cool. But we won't let you like make forward progress in your life.
When you're concerned,
So that's
excited.
changing, and it's already changing. And I want everybody to know that I already see the change enough to be like, I need to talk about this now. I don't need to make some separate video about it.
Loose words are food for
And
gaze-spies.
that I
Shouldn't
think
matter.
that like anybody who hears this video anyway, that's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Maybe sits and listens and
I would
maybe
be more
gets something out of it,
concerned and excited.
because I see all kinds of people of all kinds of ages that rely everything right now on YouTube, and I still say like, thank God I have this full-time job right now, and I can have that to fall back on,
Words are
blah
food
blah
for
blah.
gaze-spies.
And
You should know better.
I don't know. I just think that I want to thank everybody for listening to me. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up
I would
fast
be more
then,
concerned and
and get back to
excited.
the game that everybody wants to see us play. But I appreciate you all, new fans, old fans, friends, old
Loose
friends,
words
new
are food
friends,
for
all of it.
gaze-spies. You should know
Thanks
better.
for putting up with me. I am going to be doing the Batman Cape Crusader video
I would be more
on
concerned
this
and
channel
excited.
with Darren Jakes on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we're going to get into it. Better late than never. And I also want to talk about like what I want to do for content,
Loose
but I
words
feel
are
like if
food
I
for
just jinx myself
gaze-spies.
when
You should know better.
I just set myself up for for failure. But there's some things that I really want to do
I would be more
and talk
concerned
about.
and excited.
So and do some things with the community as well too, and then talk about that stuff. But that's getting ahead of myself right now. There's a game in front of us. I don't even know what we're doing in the game anymore. Now that I've been talking about all this. So thanks, Bill,
Loose
also for
words are
putting up
food
with
for
me doing this
gaze-spies.
before.
You should
Oh,
know better.
So all right, time to get back to the game, everybody. I'm gonna move my camera back. There we go. There we go. All right, let's attach Shadowheart and give everybody Longstrider apparently.
oh yeah. Might go to camp and
Loose words are food for
I can give everyone
gaze-spies.
Long
You
Strider
should
from
know
camp
better.
as the.
Where is my Longstrider?
I would be
It
more
was from your
concerned
druid
and
level.
excited.
Oh. Okay. All right, we're going to camp. All right.
This vessel.
But the vessel only stares.
Wait, what's
This
going on? Fuzzle bump? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm switching out like a guy who can give us a Long
Oh,
Strider.
it like kicked me. It kicked me back to the to the place. I tried to go to camp and then it like kicked me out of the cutscene and sent me back. What's up, Desiree?
Sorry. Let's see.
All right, Jethro Tull's here. I got different armor.
Yep. And you have your old armor there, but this is
Or
like a
different.
+1.
A different. Wait. What am I wearing? The graceful cloth. Rare clothing. Cat's Grace. You gain Cat's Grace and increase your dexterity score by 2 to a
Which
maximum of
increases your
20.
armor class.
Yep. Nimble as a cat, you gain a bonus. Plus one bonus to dexterity and increase your jump distance by 155 meters. What else did you say?
Because your dex is linked to your armor class, it increases your armor class by
Oh,
1 too.
okay.
So you still have your old armor in your inventory
You're
if you'd
full
rather have
Oh,
that.
no, this is
Some
fine.
well chosen.
everyone should have long strider.
Alright. Now, what are we up to? Couldn't jump on earlier, had to clear out a shelf and move it because maintenance is replacing water heater tomorrow morning. Well, that's good.
So yeah, we're taking these guys out if you want to make the first strike.
What, on this guy up here?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay, when are we taking sides with boss?
It's as we leave this area and go into this darkness.
Okay. Alright, flurry of blows.
We go into Act
Push.
2.
Oh no, wait, nope, that's the wrong one. There it is. Oh, that's my chanting.
I'm excited.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, guess what?
You took a life, now yours will be taken in
Oh, wow.
turn.
Gone.
Fair exchange, perhaps.
What's that?
Yeah.
I wish there was a leaping attack.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like, what if I just land on him, you know? Oh wait, don't I have like something that helps me? I just want to. There's no way around this. Fuck. Alright. I'm being a dumbass.
Got to focus.
He's coming up to chop you up.
War Master opportunity.
Oh. Oof. Well, I hope you guys liked what I had to say at least.
Oh yeah, it was good stuff. Well, so I think you've succeeded a lot.
Well,
you got away from the cold.
But it's
beat alcoholism. Got away from your dad. Got away from that guy at work. Reconnected with your sister.
Well, there's still lots of work to be done. There's lots of work to be done. Yeah. I'm not satisfied with how I'm not satisfied with my. What the fuck? Oh.
Guys.
I'm not satisfied with my how
Yeah.
I'm in that mode right now where I'm not like I and I'm it's just one of the big problems is my impatience. But cuz I feel like I've been like running my whole life. Like I feel like I've never had been able to slow down because I'm always in like this race that I can't win. And but I still chase. I still go, okay, I still I can do this, and it's just like I can't anymore. I got to live the life I'm living now. I have to live in the now, is what I mean. I can't keep living I can't live in the past, and I can't live in I can think about the future, but I gotta live in the now. I have to fucking think about the future, plan for the future, like better than I have been. But I gotta live now instead of thinking about all the things that they're just never gonna happen. And because of like I said, you make choices and this is where they lead you. You know, if I had made different choices, if I had let other things, uh, if I had let positive things in instead of negative things in, if I had somehow been able to beat it early, you know. My sister, she had bad things happen to her, yet she managed to, get, a whole family and all this other stuff. Now she had, but, but her life's not perfect. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like she still has to deal with,
Yeah,
she has her whole other things, like anybody else, like that. Her choices mean that all these things can and will happen, and blah blah blah, like. So no matter what, nothing is. Life is just not. I don't know. I'm tired of regretting, and I'm tired of being like feeling like I know what I know where there were all the times where uh I could have just been cool. You know what I'm saying? Not cool like cool, but just could have just been fucking cool instead of just being like, like I don't like like the attitude. Like there's a there's an ego there that I didn't see as ego. There have been so many moments where I did feel like, I'm better than this person. Look at that person, that fucking ugh. Like, and I don't mean people that like Donald Trump where we all go ugh. I mean just regular people where somebody's like, hey Rob, I'd like you to introduce you to so and so, and I'm just like, like I give them nothing. Like I don't. It's not like I'm out and out rude, but I give them like nothing, like they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like that's just not. And you do that enough, and people start to, and you go, oh, why, you know exactly why. You did it to yourself. You do that to yourself. It's, oh, why don't people like me? Oh, fuck that person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why were you were too slow at being friendly, or you were too much, like, it's just, yeah, like, there's, people have said, like, I can't win with you, and it's like, I like I've said before, like, oh, you think you think you can beat me? You know what I mean? Instead of like that, instead of being like, no, it's just that, like, no matter what I say, he counters it with something like, hey, I see that you like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I like Raiders of the Lost Ark too. That's great, whatever. You know what I mean? Like somebody's trying for an in, and I push them out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, yeah, yeah, like it's just, it is not how you treat people. You just don't treat people like that, and think you're a good person.
Yeah. Well,
No, no. There's just general like, if I expect certain things from people, then I can do. I can. They should be able to expect it of me too.
Mm-hmm.
And I've spent my whole time in this area being like, fuck all these people, fuck this place, I never fucking tried to make a, like, all I did was sit and bitch. Like I've complained about other people. Like if you're gonna do, well, you fucking just sit and bitch and change your situation. Like I can't. You know what I mean? It's a hypocrite. It's hypocritical. So, I've gotta think differently and not like. I don't like that I've kind of forced myself into this position to think differently, but well, I've had to do everything that Desiree's like. Well, she says the chase for perfection and satisfaction is never ending. There will always be a taller mountain. But she says next, "Art thou reaching Zen?" No, I don't know. I just know that I've got to. I would rather not have a whole town full of enemies, just because I can't. I act like everybody around me is a fucking Trump motherfucker, and that's just not true. It's just the people that the loudest screamers are the fucking jerk offs. Driving back and forth to work every day with seeing some asshole allowed to have a giant "fuck Biden" banner where everybody and their kids can see it. Just it's one of those things. Like yeah, it's just like So it just gives the worst of the worst always make everything amplified. And instead, I just I'm trying to overcome things. And it just takes me a long time, and I always feel stupid whenever I talk about it. Like, why did it take me so long? But what are we doing here?
I'm gonna save first. Okay. Take these guys out.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this guy up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw him. I'm gonna throw him right into her.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Guess what?
One.
Oh yeah. Oof. Oh shit. Well, if that lot of good that's gonna do you now, motherfucker.
Perfect.
Just, I knew I was gonna end up having fun as a monk. I knew it.
Fruit. Chuk. No Githyanki of worth would prefer this to a fresh kill.
Shopkeepers over here. You can take them out.
So yeah, I don't want this whole video to just be me talking about all this stuff, but I mean, I owe you guys a lot, so I owe you guys so much. My character is a monk.
It's about to be returned in kind.
Sentry! Intruder spotted. Hitaka!
Like Beauregard in Campaign 2. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna do all that. This guy's going to one punch. I'm one punch man. Sometimes.
Basically, yeah.
I owe you guys a lot. We all. I think that I could. She saved. I don't like that. I don't like that she saved. We need to try that again.
Nice.
Sacred flame. There's good timing on that.
Sacred flame.
Dual attacks. Physical strength with psychic abilities.
Some gift and others feel the pain.
I'll give you the rundown. Hegs everyone we've all gone through last. Yeah, so I'm a monk. I'm a 6th level monk with a level in rogue. Because eventually I'll start getting even more attacks.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
So I get to do flurry of blows. I get to do patient defense. I got I waited till now my fists are literally magical. I do right now I do radiant damage when I do my punches, or I can do psychic damage. I can do necrotic damage. I got wholeness of body, 3 turns, healing of 18, regain half your key points. Why didn't I just use that?
You just got that at level 6, I think.
Regain half your key points in a temporary state where you regain here. And I should just do that now, huh?
And if you have less than half your key points.
Yeah. I have crossbows, but I have no weapon. I just have
yeah, bare hand, like you're really good at throwing.
Yeah, I have
stuff,
daggers.
So like throwing daggers, I think might be more damage than your crossbows.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah, and he's really good at moving around the map. He's got like
I can misty step. I can stunning strike. I can stun. I can push. I can topple. And they're all like.
Yeah, and it does so much damage.
And then I also have like certain little things I can do that help, like scroll wise. And I have 1 level in rogue, like I said, so there is sneak attack range. So, and then I'm gonna go back to monk after I hit the 3rd level of rogue. So I'll have 9 levels in monk and 3 levels in rogue. Desi says new monk and player's handbook is even better at unarmed combat. Yeah, this unarmed combat is just redonkulous, man. It is just.
There's like a feat in this called Tavern Brawler.
Yeah, Tavern Brawler.
You add your strength modifier twice to thrown attacks and barehanded attacks.
And I have that.
And he has like an elixir that makes his strength like 27, which that adds like 16 points of damage to each punch.
Alright. He doesn't talk about himself, though. He's freaking crazy, like, wizard sorcerer.
Oh, yeah. Got Warlock, and I can do Quicken spell basically every round, so I can do 2 spells a round. I got this Eldritch Blast, which is a really good damage attack.
Hey, we're all girls.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of fight. And now you have
Rena says Monk, the detective, is my favorite. Sacred Flame.
And it can also knock people back.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I mean, this is just an unarmed strike. I'm just punching once. That was 24 points of damage. 6 of it was radiant. And I, yeah.
That is brutal. He can punch walls down.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm here for the show. And then this is Flurry of Blows. I can topple them, I can stagger them, I can push them. But I'm just thinking about killing him. So here we go. 11, 19, and 5. So 11, so 30 points of just punching damage and like another 9 or something in radiant. And yeah, I got an armor class of 20. Dexterity of like 20. But when I get hit, I get hit.
Yeah, because this is hard mode.
Yep.
So the enemies do hit pretty hard. But we got a lot of potions.
Yeah, that's the thing we gotta keep not, bringing up, right? Because we're not just doing the Darkest Timeline. I mean, we're playing the Darkest Timeline on hard. And I guess, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell from the outside looking in. Because, I mean, for the most part, it doesn't feel like any different than the last campaign. We just quietly murder everyone with ease.
Yeah, our builds are really powerful.
Yep, all those hours in seclusion at a monastery have honed my passion to deal damage. Yep. I'm getting in. It's weird that the only way for me to get to my chi is through people's chests. Like I have. I tried drums. I was basically holding him against the wall, while she stabbed him. Where are you gonna go? Oh my god! But we are. We're all chicks. Never call chicks broads. It's one of my favorite lines from UHF. It's all in the delivery.
I've still never had a Twinkie wiener sandwich.
I don't think anyone should. Like, I'm sorry, man. He is Weird Al, right? So it's just like, okay. But, I mean, do what you want, man. It's your body. But, I have my own lines that I draw.
Yeah, it just doesn't even sound good.
So that's one thing that bugged me in New Player's Handbook is that they changed key into focus points. You got the new book? Or you just is it online? I suppose I should probably find my way to getting one of those. No, I've been seeing vids. Yeah, I watched the introduction to like the different characters or the different classes they put out. I don't know if they changed any races or anything like that, like anything that has to do with like origin or genetics or whatever. Sorry, I'm eating Panera baked potato soup right now. Why did I say Panera? I don't know. But I put it with fresh cracked pepper and Tabasco sauce, and I mix it in.
I'm thinking about going and getting that egg.
Okay.
Get Yankee egg.
I'm psyched for new Bard class. Fits my Rogue Bard Kenku so much better. Cool. It's the hatchery. Time to kill everyone in here.
Is Sticker permitted to view the birthing pools now? These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. Amusing. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning.
Stop this.
Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Natural 8 for a 20.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Expertise from Rogue.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore, I was not expecting an istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Save. I want to make sure it doesn't.
I do wish that the option to say leave was there and not just mean leave.
How dare you? Your bones will melt
You gotta
in
go.
the hatching pool.
All right,
you
Desi.
insolent whelp.
Bye, Desi.
Pavrilk, your future ends now.
Okay. Mm.
Talk to me.
Okay, Shadowheart. I guess you can take out that dude.
Have to keep going.
Too much to bear.
God damn.
No.
Hard mode. Basically, it's just try to figure out how to not get hit. Yeah? That was 28 points of damage. Holy shit.
My armor class is 19.
Oh.
Eldritch Blast.
Well, I don't need my turn, so I will let her. What should we do to this fucking guy? Well, he's got 17 hit points, right? So we just need 17 hit points.
Oh, did Shadowheart drop her crossbows?
Oh shit, you're right. Where'd they go? Yeah, there they are. Pick up. Pick up. That is right. Okay, now we can do this. Let's... I'm sorry, I always like I'm a kid in a candy store sometimes. If I... he's gonna shatter myself. Can I move out of the way? Yeah, let's get out of the way. Shatter! Level 2. Destructive Wrath. Fuck you!
Entirely too empty. I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
A long way to go still.
Okay, I gotta get Shadowheart under control here. She's like stuck, so now she's like walking into the water and crap. Now she's got me walking through the acid.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I'm just gonna stay over here. Because all you gotta do is get the egg, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yes. We are taking the egg to an evil person. We are probably going to have to kill Lazo.
Whoops. Come on. Heal.
How many short rests have we taken?
None. Do you need one?
I mean in the campaign.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, man. Keep getting teleported away from the egg.
What are you trying to do, like, as far as, like, there's a puzzle, right?
I think I'm just gonna, put on some boots to protect me from the acid.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Disarm the gas pit. Yep.
You know what else I had to eat?
Something within it.
I put them in one. I made two and then put them in a bit in one bowl. But I ate 2 healthy choice beef teriyaki dinners.
Ever so slightly.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just I chose to. I looked in the freezer case at work and went, beef teriyaki. That sounds good. I don't know. Healthy choice. All the TV dinner stuff is just. If I wanted beef teriyaki, why didn't I just order some?
And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman.
Yeah.
I mean, I had 2 and I was like, man, I think I could have had a third. But that's just because I haven't eaten all day. So I had some pumpkin spice mini donuts and I ate one of those like stupid little banquet breakfasts with like 2 little pancakes and like 2 little sausage at like 7 in the morning. But other than that, By the time I got back here at about 4:20 or so, yeah, I was hungry. Still on that pumpkin spice, huh? Well, I just like the look. I like it when there's donuts that aren't frosted white and frosted chocolate. Okay, that's all I ever see anywhere. So when I can get the chance to get a cinnamon or a pumpkin spice, they had apple cinnamon and that was the bomb. I'm a donut fan, so oh, if I could, oh my god, if there was no consequences, I'd be shoveling like double chocolate fucking Dunkin' Donuts like straight down my like just shoving them down my throat, man. Glazed, warm, like just baked glazed. Oh, I dare you to try to cut like that. There's how good is a fresh glazed donut, still warm, you know, practically melting in your hands. How fucking good is one of those? I know it's just sugar and fucking dough and crap. When it's warm and it's just like, oh my god. It's like what I think vampires think of blood. It's just like, oh, I love that so fucking good. Cause you need, like the way they talk, it's like, oh my god, you have no idea how just like how delicious you are. It's like, uh-huh. Well, I guess to me, it's like a glazed donut. Just, oh my god, like you just like, you say you're gonna like,
Please,
just have a little at a
I can
time, and then
explain.
you just.
The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight. Chitrai, we could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says.
She's the prettiest Githyanki I've ever seen.
For now.
Sometimes I wonder, like, if people who worked on this game just got to design their own characters, or if it was like one person designing everyone. Ooh, what do you think about? Hold on, I'm gonna save. Maybe we can take these guys. Yeah. Oh, they're gone. They're leaving. Damn it. There's no way to take these guys down. Unfortunate.
Damn.
I think I'm just gonna let them leave and... Yeah. I saved right before it.
So in a week from now, I'll be going to see Soul Coughing.
Awesome.
And I think I'm going to try to record some of it on my phone. And then upload it to YouTube. I've seen a bunch of people uploading, and it just, again, tells me, like, nobody knows who these guys are. And it's like, I loved that back in 95, 96, 97, 90, between 95 and, like, 99. And for a while after that, too. But, man, that's no good for the band. Man, everybody needs to know who they are. I hate it when people... Well, no, I mean, I hate it not when people... Not when people... I hate when a really good band, that no one knows about. And in the end, it's not good for the band to not have. You know what I mean? Like they. I mean, not everything is for everyone, but like they.
Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
I know I can
The
like
Istik
a lot
is
of
with
like
me,
niche
honest
type
Kithrak.
stuff, but I
So
think
noted.
soul coughing is
But
just
my question goes
fucking
unanswered.
awesome.
Do you bring the weapon?
I noticed that his energy is getting stronger as the shows go on. That he's getting more and more into it.
It is small, angular,
Sorry,
metal,
I'm babbling on.
adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it?
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me.
No. No!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? It appears you have been chosen, Istik. You are lucky. It is not for me to question why. Go, seek the Inquisitor below, and take the cursed thing with you.
Well, unfortunately,
Not another one.
I mean, where's she going?
I'm gonna open the way.
Awaits.
Oh.
Follow the corridor.
Can I pick somebody up and walk them over?
I don't think so. I don't think you can carry people like that.
Okay. Well, how do you want to do this? Because I'm going to pick up this wolf and throw it at the other wolf.
Sounds good. I might pick her up and throw her at the other wolf too.
All right, I'm throwing him at Dak.
3, 2, 1, throw.
Violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
I think Dak's... Wait. I think the other dog is dead.
No, wait, there's...
Oh, no, they kind of exploded all over the place. Okay, so, unarmed strike here.
I'll strike you down.
Good night. Puppies are down. Can you imagine if that's all we did? Is just pick characters up and like throw them across. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like just, that is a strategy, you know? Like right into the fire, you know? Like.
Trying. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted.
Well, she's got that like board, that whiteboard over there or whatever, like little plaques and shit. I don't know. Where she does like studying stuff. Because that's like another...
Sharlak, gods of betrayer.
Static backlash. Static backlash.
Static backlash.
Oh. Oh.
Fearful. Dang it. Didn't turn.
Let's do this.
Oh. Forget about me?
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Both my characters are weird.
Oh, snap.
Let's end this.
Oh, is she scared too? I think she might be. I don't
Time to
know.
deal some punishment.
Psychic rend? Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Wake up!
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I wasn't talking
Jump
to
to
you, but
character and
apparently.
turn.
Oh, shit! I dropped my fucking crossbows again.
Yep, the fear. Fear makes you do that.
The one pulling the strings here.
I got the fear, man. Come on, Shadowheart.
Faith protects me.
Or are you just gonna put them back in her,
See, everybody dropped their crossbow.
Oh, shit. Do I still have mine? I still have mine.
Okay.
Because I
Even Lazel.
don't get afraid. I make people afraid.
Are they equipped?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me the
I
option
think
to...
Shadowheart's unequipped.
Yeah. Alright.
What's next, I wonder?
Thoughts about Diddy? A travesty, about time, yawn. I don't know what's going on with Diddy. I don't know.
It's nothing good.
So, what did Sean Combs do?
I think he's allegedly involved in sex trafficking.
Oh, well, that's about right.
There's that video of him like
He's in
chasing
jail?
someone down after the shower, beating the shit out of this woman, and then like sitting like he doesn't give a shit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's.
I mean...
It seems like he doesn't give two flying fucks about someone if they're a woman.
Color me surprised. I am Jack's complete lack of surprise. People put, not everybody who puts on those personas are putting on a show. It's just...
But like his compound got raided, I think.
Oh yeah. No, there's no buts. I agree. I'm just saying, it's just...
Yeah.
I'm just not, it's just like,
That's
well...
that doesn't often happen to somebody. Like, somebody that rich and famous, their compound gets raided.
No, but people living to me, I think about Aaron Hernandez. And how his life was, and how he just kept, he was trying to live two lives. He was trying to stay in the streets, and in the shitty way that he lived back then, and he was trapped in, he was also trapped in the fame of football, and couldn't do both, and eventually the shit cracked, and one thing spilled over into the other. Like, dude's killing people, and nobody, and he's it's the exception, not the rule, but like, somebody that, they calls himself Puff Daddy, and acts in a certain way, and then turns out the guy isn't acting. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
This place is even more foreboding than the
I
rest
mean,
of
I
the
guess
crash.
in his world, he's,
Do you think this Inquisitor person is
I
really
mean,
going to help us?
he's been involved
It's never been that
around,
simple before. I don't know why it
like,
would be now.
his whole life. He's been around people of questionable. The music industry is full of questionable people, but we're talking about like people that have their
And
life
enablers.
situations. Yeah, their life situations had them around bad influences upon bad influences. People that feed on the worst parts of you, encourage the worst parts of you. Yeah, yeah, and if it eventually almost gets everybody that acts like that too. Yeah, Rena. It's one of the reasons why I'm talking about what I'm talking about today. Like, eventually, like that kind of shit catches up to you. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, people don't like you. Guess what? It's because you weren't likable. You stopped being likable. Eventually, the thing that you're, doing, it's not going to be an act. People are going to start, you know what I mean? Like, it's the sum of your choices. You're like, he's one of those kind of guys that I never pay attention to because
It was a low bar and you went under it.
I don't take people like them seriously. So I just,
Fuck that guy. The
short
video evidence.
Can we take a short rest before we do this?
Yeah.
Or wait. Let me see if I can do that spell again. I can't because I need a long rest.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, that'll get. Now I can go off, but like, yeah, a dude I didn't think much of being an unsurprising jerk off is just kind of like par for the course.
Vlakith's
It's unfortunate.
spoke of one of our
Oh, his music?
to crashing
Oh, I could give a fuck about his music.
Blackest
Not my cup of tea.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard enough druids died by your hands to make the deity Sylvanus himself weep. To business.
I can appreciate some of the poetry that is written that was created back by some of those guys, but Puff Daddy was just to me
The weapon. Give it to me.
the guy that
Don't do it.
survived. The guy who lived.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
So this isn't Voss.
No.
No.
So it is fun.
Boss comes later.
Okay. Like, there was Tupac, and there's Biggie, and there's Snoop, and there's Dre. And I guess those are like the, like there's plenty of people, but like, the big, And Puff Daddy was the guy that was not one of them yet. You know what I mean? Everybody else either had to die or become actors or whatever else the fuck before Puff Daddy got noticed by anyone. But I also just never gave a shit about Puff Daddy and P. Diddy, Sean Combs. He was in. He played in that good movie, Monsters Ball. I could say that. I mean, I didn't hate him in that. He played a death row inmate, got killed because he murdered somebody or something. I can't remember. But Snoop really has moved forward. I mean, well, he's a brand.
Yeah.
He's a company. It's insane. But
Snoop's very likable.
but it's
I
like
break my
it's
heart if
good.
I found out something terrible about him like that.
Your kind will go far for glory.
Oh, look, man. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that Snoop Dogg is probably, you know, somebody in his youth.
That weapon you carry, the astral prism.
I don't really mean like it. I mean now.
But I think, and when I say that's insane, I shouldn't say it's insane. It's not. It's progress.
Their mind is warped.
Like anybody can be famous. He's the most, you know, like.
Grand design sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the illicit empire. As long as they live, the prism.
But all that, like Snoop and all that stuff, is just outside of like that's a part of the universe that I don't really like. I'm aware of it, but I don't.
I will cleanse you and your allies.
When Michael Jackson fell from grace, he was sad. His music was important to me. I still get down to Michael Jackson music. I don't care. I think about the music. And I have really like conflicted feelings about Michael Jackson.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. Your war gas? They are not to leave until it is done.
As you say, my queen.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second.
I mean, that's a whole. I don't even know if that's a conversation like all the shit I talk about myself. I don't know if I want to talk about Michael Jackson tonight. I mean, look, I will. I'll say exactly what I think about that.
Don't do it.
But we're going into the astral prism, huh?
Yep.
Okay. He was a well, see, both Michael and Prince were Jehovah's Witnesses. So this is where things start to get weird for me. I think Prince just liked the idea of like living in a paradise. Yeah, they both were. Michael was raised in it, and Prince found it. And I'm not 100%, but I think Michael's mom still is.
A timeless space, bounded, compressed in a fold. A pocket of astral plane.
So when it comes to Michael and what people suspect he did, I get a little weird about that because hey, can we like I'll talk about this right now. We're gonna have to stop for a second, but I'll just say this because of what that does, what that religion does to you, especially as a kid when you're raised in it, and the way that I mean, you guys know me, you've met me. There are things maturity-wise that, and there's a neglect there. A lot of people have that kind of that Peter Pan kind of syndrome, like we didn't know how to mature as fast. That's one of the things Stuckman said that I did appreciate, which was about they don't teach you how to be an adult. And there, to me, there's a definite something that somebody needed to look at. I think when it came to Michael was.
So you're unsure whether he did the thing.
That you put your like. I think that he put it at best, right? To me, and this is at best. He, because of how he was raised and his thought process, the warped way of thinking that he had, I think at best he put himself in positions that made it look real bad, but real easy for opportunists to do something, to say things, because it is strange and fucking weird and that this guy has kids coming over to his house and he's got this big thing, but I know why he has those things. You know what I mean? Like I'm part of me is
because he never grew up.
Yeah, like he's got these things and he's earned them and he can buy whatever he wants, and it's like he didn't have a childhood. He was fucking making music for his parents, and I think that the desire to help other kids that don't have a good life.
So you think he could be innocent?
I think that he could be innocent. But because he doesn't even understand why it doesn't seem right. Because to him it's like, I'm having kids that come over, like, and I don't mean touching the kids. I'm saying if you never touch them, but like.
Either way, he's really fucked up.
Yeah, and he's really fucked up, and he put himself in a position where people that could get litigious did. But that's just a possibility. I'm not saying that that's...
Yeah, there's like, also the possibility that he did that shit.
Yeah, yes.
I told you to stay away from the...
And absolutely, and I think about that too, because it can go the other way. He's in a position to buy it out.
It's kind of like a Schrodinger's cat situation.
Well, it's like, what's the difference? Is the difference dollar signs? Do you know what I'm saying? Like dollar amounts? He has money.
You've come here to murder me.
So he can cover it up. So if he wasn't rich,
Very well.
It sucks because it's like, it's harder to believe because he has money. You know what I mean? Like, would he be more believable if he didn't have money? If he was just Joe Schmo? You know what I mean? But would Joe Schmo if Joe Schmo was having a bunch of kids over for no reason and it wasn't for a daycare? And again, I also, I watched the, holy shit. Who did you just stab?
I really thought
Dream Visitor. I saved right before in case of...
We could have been so much more.
Money allowed it to happen. Is what Regan says. Is that the Emperor, though?
Yeah.
So, you are not to be trusted. I don't intend to make a habit of conversing with my killer.
But yeah,
so I will be brief. Your survival depends
I watched
I
watched all the stuff, and there's stuff that just makes my stomach turn. Like hearing it.
I know a secret
right?
that Blacketh never
Because you
wants
wanna
to be
like.
revealed. It is the reason she mobilized her people to retrieve the astral prism. It is why she sent.
It's one of those things where you don't want to like. You don't want to believe any of it.
Since we are both dependent on your ability to survive that, you would do well to remember that without me,
you don't want to believe that he did it, and you don't want to believe that anybody would be capable of pretending that it happened.
I have a battle to return to.
Because if it was pretended, it means that the parents were manipulating their own children into, going along with things, and that's another thing, that can happen, and it means a lot of different things have to happen, blah blah blah. That's why I said at best he put himself in a situation that he shouldn't have been in, ever. Alone with again, How much money allowed that to happen? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she's right about what she put in there. Money allowed it to happen. People like, oh yes, I trust my kids with Michael. Yeah, sure. Like, the kid comes home with all this shit. You know, he goes back to his poor little family, and they think, you know, great, this guy, you know, this guy's gonna give you whatever. Like, it's all messed up, no matter how you slice it. Sorry to talk over the speech, but I figured it didn't really.
Lae'zel, I've been waiting. You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Right, please, summon Vlaakith. There's much...
Irrelevant, Gake wretch. The Queen has spoken. Your death is decreed.
You realize what Lae'zel doesn't? Whatever the outcome of your visit to the Astral Prism, Vlaakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Crush Yillik, with me, to the death.
I could have swore I had.
You cast slow.
Could have swore I had. Could have swore I had different spells. Okay.
That might be my fault. I didn't respect her when I gave her gloves. They set her dexterity to 18. Tried to.
Okay. Shit. Alright. I will... What'd you just do?
Slow. I slowed a bunch of people.
Okay, I'm commanding him to drop this weapon. Oh, is there more people in this that I can hit? I don't know. Does that guy even have a weapon? Who else is left?
Let's see, there's 1, 2,
oh, there's one.
3, 4 at least.
Okay, that person dropped their weapon at least.
Survival is all that matters.
Stunning strike.
Good idea, I think.
It's 24 points of damage. And then sneak attack ranged next to Shadowheart.
Here we go again.
Fuck. Turn my attention back over to this dude. Flurry of blows topple. Oh my god. I think that was... I don't even know how many fucking points of damage that was. I think it was like 50 or something. I don't know. Static backlash. Static backlash. Okay, that's not what I want. So we're gonna...
Can't even catch my breath.
Oh wow, he absorbed that. Stunning strike. Saved on that one. Unarmed strike.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave before the others come for us.
Crytek Howl. Did you see that Shogun won 3 Emmys? Yes, I did. And that was an accident. Somebody else was talking about the Emmys, and they showed the list of winners, and that's how I knew. I know that Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear, and I know that Eben Moss won for Best Supporting, and I think John Bernthal won. So they won all the acting, and I think what was that? Shogun. Well, Shogun won acting too.
Silence. I must think.
I think it won Best Drama. I mean, it deserved it. I haven't even finished it. I think I got like 3 or 4 more episodes to go, man. I'd watch that with you guys if you wanted to. That's a fucking awesome show. I mean, that's like, to me, that's like a more accessible Silence. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Silence is that Scorsese flick. It takes place in the time of like the time after Shogun, really, where the Japanese shut down their borders from all Christians and outlawed it and said, "Bring it, God boys." And but Shogun takes place like during the kind of lead up to that, of the people saying the Christians are here and they're about to fuck with our world, and it's how.
My people have scouted well beyond.
Well, it's not just about that, but it's a chunk of it. It's like the history right before that history. It's kind of cool. So I didn't think I'd like it, but it's really good. And I watch it with the God, you know what? That just sounded so snobby. I watch it with the I don't watch it with the subtitles on. I watch it with like the way it's like intended, the way that they intended it to be watched, which is like subtitles for when they're speaking Japanese and no other subtitles. Because there's like there are people that speak English in it, but it's taking into account that these people just speak this way, so this is what you're gonna have to read. And I like that. But it also just shows like how, again, like the cultures of how they think of women and how they think of like all sorts of stuff. We think about what we do to each other now, and it's just to me, it's just more and more evidence of just like we never learn. We never learn. And that's one of the reasons why I end up going all Thanos about religion and shit. Because everybody's so indoctrinated, they don't get to learn. Don't do this. Don't read that. Don't listen to this. Don't think for yourself. Only think about this. Kill yourself if you think this way. It's. Everybody just basically hates everybody else anyway. I don't like this guy because of this. I don't like this culture because of that. It's we've been doing it forever.
It's dumb.
Is this it?
little underwhelming for a
I mean, it's
Just-
fascinating to watch, like, history play out, but, like, eventually, again, I feel like, you know, when you live long enough, you're just like, all you see is history repeating. You know, you read about it, and then you see it right in front of you. And you forget, you know, like when you're reading history and you learn all about stuff that, like, and you, like, hear about all the things that happened. At least this is my experience of what I kind of like when you're out, when you just look at it from the outside, right? It's just, yeah, a bunch of stuff happened to some other people, but nothing's ever going to happen to us. You know what I mean? I grew up in that, like things were always happening around the world, but here in America, like, you know, little white kids didn't have much to worry about too much in like the 80s and 90s, and
Yeah.
for a while, for like the better part of my life, just nothing was happening that I thought was important. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just like but that's everybody, right? When, you know, and all of a sudden just shit happens, you're like, oh my god, there is a world. We are in it, and there are things that, like, are going to happen that are going to mess up everything. Because that's just
Won't turn like this.
life.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Can you try and move the statue I just saved?
Which one?
This one.
The one that I'm standing next to?
Yeah.
The statue starts to
Damn.
rotate.
Athletics failed.
Its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Let's get on with it.
Try to shadow heart.
The statue starts to rotate.
I have to
But
reload.
its rusty mechanism.
Can't get the roll.
Yeah, I should have gotten Hulu. I don't know why. Well, I did have Hulu, and then I paused it. I paused everything. Like I said, I've only got Prime, and I'm not even, like, I haven't even really watched anything. I don't know why I haven't dived back into Battlestar Galactica head first.
Hold on, I might have enhance ability.
Oh.
Full strength. There you have advantage. There we go.
Keep moving it.
Yeah.
The statues reveal the hidden door. Curious. I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Well, we've definitely had. Well, geez, man, they are just piling on the XP. We've had some conversations in this stream, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
I apologize for taking up so much of it at the beginning.
No, that was all good to hear.
I have 988 XP away from level 8.
What am I to do?
Disarm.
Shadowheart is 978.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Definitely getting there. Be a crystal to break around here.
Oh, what is going on? Oh. You know I missed. Next Thursday, I have to close.
Oh shit. Everyone died except
did.
you.
Alright, see y'all later. What do I do?
Scrolls of
read it?
Revivify.
Okay.
That thing exploded.
Choose destination.
A little help, please.
Take Hero.
My injuries need tending.
Yep. See, that sounds about right. I turn around and everybody's dead. Like, what?
My faith will guide me.
I was the one who wasn't in the room. I was the blitz.
At least things have
I saw it all happen. It looked great on stream, by the way.
Cool.
Everybody got. I'm just like walking into the room and it goes boom, and I just see everybody fly backwards. So in rewind, that'll look great. Oh, where am I?
Throw this pistol. Not getting that.
So
angle.
anyway, when I said in the earlier that I'd already seen some progress, I can already see that because I've changed my attitude, people are responding better to me because that's what people do when you change your attitude.
Yeah.
And you realize that it was you with the attitude. And that until somebody gives you a reason to be shitty, you don't need to be shitty just because you're assuming that everything's gonna be shitty with this person.
And
like
people
every
are
other thing in your
products
life
of their environment,
Yeah,
so
like-
maybe you can.
Look,
So in that, I think we can all forgive ourselves and others.
yes, I can forgive myself, but I need to take responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to do, and I've tried to express that to in some way, to the people like that, like let's say the people I work with. I don't need to give them an apology. I just need to just be different and let them come to me, or you know what I mean? Like I don't mean like fuck them. I ain't gonna. Like I just mean literally like, let them make their own decision on me.
In a shaft of brilliant light, a fist-sized piece of amber flecked with crimson is set in the handle, emitting a radiance all its own. This mace must be the legendary blood of Lathander. The amber is said to contain the blood of the Morning Lord himself.
Wait, we couldn't get this before, right?
Yeah. Leave the mace as it is, and hold on. Insert item. I have a Dawn Master's crest, I think. Yeah.
Oh, we have to hit those things, right?
It depends on if this works. I think if we strip the alarm, it would have to. But I think if we insert the crest, then it's fine.
Holy shit, you got it?
Yeah.
What to do?
We didn't get that before, right?
There definitely one of our playthroughs we tripped the alarm. It's all about whether you trip the alarm or not.
So what is that weapon?
It's like a mace that does radiant damage and glows. It would be really good in the Shadowlands. I'll put it in Shadowheart's inventory.
Oh no shit.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
See, she's rolling with Defender Flail, 5 to 12 damage.
Decreases armor class.
Okay, where is this thing?
think it should be.
Oh, it's in.
Is that such a surprise? It looks powerful enough to level a mountain.
What's it called?
Blood of Lathander, I think.
It's a great big mace, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in Shadow Hearts?
The Blood of Lathander, and it's like right next to your crossbows.
Oh, God. Oh, I just see Githyanki Greatsword. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, but like, okay, so this is one of those things where if I have this on me, though, right?
Oh yeah, this is the thing that like makes zombies and stuff take damage and vampires.
Yes, but isn't there a negative thing to having this in certain situations?
Just in very rare situations.
But you'll know about that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that was the thing that made the vampires disappear in Act 3.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
That's right. I remember now.
That was weird.
Act 1, everybody. Act 1.
The end of Act 1.
Act 1, and we're about to hit level 8. Well, early in Act 2, we're going to hit level 8.
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
Gonna have to consider getting my StreamYard upgraded so that I can have a decent stream with Darren on Saturday. They're starting to do what other things do, which is like make using their free version like basically so unappealing. That they've stripped it down to like, yo, you could use this, but you don't have this anymore. So it's just like, oh, we can use the thing, but only for this now. Okay, like recording and live streaming, it's just fucked up. I can be on somebody else's stream, you know what I mean, and then it's fine. But if I'm the one hosting that, it's surprised that it took people so long to get into StreamYard. I feel like Darren and I we're trendsetters. I'm sorry, but like I feel like we were using StreamYard way before a lot of
before it was cool.
Well, I think so many people use OBS, and I just, I'm gonna be honest, I could never fucking get the hang of OBS, no matter how simple everybody said it was.
Yeah, I know. I got no clue about any of this stuff.
OBS to me was like the way to the screen and everything with all the like menu, like press this for this and this for this. I didn't understand like hardly any of it. And but at least StreamYard is very simple for the most part. It gets a little more complicated, but only a little more complicated. It's basically just looking around and you'll go, oh wow, look at this, I can do this. Oh, look at this, I can do this too. The only thing, and adding and that pause button, I swear to God, I can't have been like the only person that got that ball rolling. But I remember the good old days when I was recording off the phone, hoping I wouldn't run out of recording space, or battery power, or back when I was using the frickin' the camera software for my camera, whatever it is. Whatever the brand is, it's escaping me now. And I would use that software. I used that software for so long. It was so... I mean, sometimes it was amazing, but most of the time, oh my god, I wanted to fucking scream. Alright, so what are we doing?
I think we can fast travel to Rielta Crags.
And what's there?
It's near the bottom of the list. Save here. And try to.
No,
we
the
can see
egg.
what happens when you give that egg away.
And I'm gonna be weird about this. Where the hell is Boss?
He's like when we go to Act 2, like when we go to the Shadowlands. He's like in between that.
What news of our little project? Have you found the egg? Fortuitous indeed! You shall be
Are we gonna have to kill Lae'zel right here?
Oh no, let's find out.
Business with you.
She's definitely got something to say.
That was a Githyanki egg, not some arcane curiosity for pawning off on shady scholars. Who knows what atrocities will be inflicted upon it? You can still take it back by force. You've spilled your share of blood. What's a little more, if it means proving you haven't fully lost your failing senses?
She alright there? She tried to eat it or something, and now she's having a stomach problem?
Now here's the question. Should we just leave her?
Well, I mean, we gave it to her, and what did she say?
I think she might take it to Act 3 with her. I'm not sure.
Because I'm all for seeing what happens.
Thank you so much. Do be sure
Yep.
to pop into the lodge should you ever visit. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared.
Okay. Well, Lae'zel didn't do it. She didn't leave the group, so... And there's no exclamation point above her head still, so... All that's left is to talk to Gandalf.
Yeah, talk to.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait, when did he show up again? He shows up in Act 3, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll have this good of opportunity to. I think we should go after him now. I'm just gonna save.
Okay.
Just in case things go sideways.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire?
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
This should be interesting.
Sonic Backlash. We got 4 of them.
Sunbeam.
Oh, you. Who is that? Wait. Okay, she doesn't have that ability. God damn it.
Heal.
Yeah.
Can't use my action.
Oh. Whole target must be a humanoid. What are you talking about? He is a humanoid.
Yeah. Hold on. Damn it. Level 20 construct. Wow. He's a construct? Okay. This is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what does that mean? Outside of, like, him being, like, a robot.
I think he's maybe like, I don't know, maybe he's like a simulacrum or something.
Yeah.
Like he's not the real, like he's a snow cloner.
A snow clone. Guardian of Faith.
Still on my feet.
Grip attack range.
Maybe I should. No, this is.
Oh shit. I just hurt myself. How did that happen?
Maybe he has something that does damage if you attack him. I don't know.
Or is it because I'm in the Guardian of Faith sphere?
I don't think the Guardian of Faith hurt you. This is interesting. This is a boss fight.
Sonic
Backlash. Sonic Backlash. Load.
Um.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay, I'm not gonna do what y'all think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Arrow of Ilmater. I missed. God damn it.
Missed.
At the ready.
Misty Step.
Too much to bear.
Like, hey, you want some ice? I'll give you some ice.
Arrow of Ilmater. Missed again.
Oh, that's movement.
35%, huh?
Huh. Can't do anything. I'm slowed.
Alright, I'm probably gonna fall. Oh, I can't move any further. What? I barely moved it all anyway.
I think Miss Fist can't fall. If she has the boots I think she has. Yes. I think the disintegrating Nightwalkers make it so she can't slip. Thanks. This is cool.
Alright, you son of a bitch. Oh no.
Well, so much for peace. Seems like the best way.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Damn.
Well, well, well. Whoa.
I'm still slowed.
Of course it doesn't work.
Not enough resources action. Well, you know what? I'm
She just
sorry.
got the health that I was supposed to get.
Oh, damn it.
The fuck?
Don't have an action. Damn it. Okay. Do throw. Yes.
See you later, Dev.
There we go. Got it.
I won't give in.
Too far away.
Ah, shit. Never mind. Sonic Backlash. He is desperately trying to stay alive. Leveled up. That was a fight. I did not like that one, but that was a fight.
I kind of really liked it. Fighting like a level 20 wizard. That was crazy.
Alright. Oops. Time to level up.
Rogue 2.
Ugh.
Fighter 8.
Rogue level 2. Cunning action hide. Cunning action dash. Cunning action disengage. Health increase to 67.
Great weapon master.
Divine Strike Thunder. Level 4 spell slot unlocked. Increase ability, or do we want to give her something?
Probably just boosting the wisdom will help for everything.
She's got 20 wisdom now.
Awesome.
Okay, I gotta move my camera.
Thinking we long rest.
Well, I'm probably gonna be done here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if
When
like
we
we can get the boss thing
yeah,
before we.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm finishing my spells here.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. I'm just putting things the way I want them. Say goodbye to that. Put that back. That's pretty much. Yeah, I shouldn't even have added Guardian of Faith is a nice idea, but he's relies on too much on everybody being exactly where you need them to
Yeah, it's too easy to avoid.
be. Yeah. And is there anything else? Why am I drawing a blank? Oops. God dang it. What did I have there? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I keep putting things back on accident. No, on purpose. Do. Just pick that. Done. Be done. Sorry. Alright. Where are you?
I'm at camp.
Okay. Oh, because we're gonna long rest. Sorry. There we go. Would you like to go to bed? We killed Gandalf.
That was a fight. That was more of a fight than I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah. He was really busting out everything. Trying to. I don't think I don't think I took it seriously enough at the beginning.
Okay, so this really is a.
My character's moving really slow.
Cloud Giant Strength potion. We'll fix that.
Okay.
Alright, so going to the Shadowlands. Act 1 over. Level 8.
It just tells me that you're about to progress your adventure?
Yep.
Okay.
And we should encounter Voss, I think. Well.
And we have to leave camp in order to do that?
Go to bed.
Okay.
There he is. Yeah, this is something that I usually do between sessions,
Has
but
Blackett sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Fine, well,
My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
what are you
I'm
asking of
for
us?
your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst.
We've never. Well, you've probably seen this.
Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide.
It's crazy how your experiences can just keep changing.
Together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves.
I keep thinking about how long we've been playing this game, and I'm like,
yeah.
The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she
outside of my own little, whether or not we have power, internet, or my brain gets in the way.
No assumption.
I've never gotten tired of playing it like I do other games.
The infected, nor does the Lich Queen glorify the
It definitely has a ton to offer.
I just don't know how I go on with
variety, choice.
Like this is that time where I'm like, I'll take a Baldur's Gate clone right about now.
Speaks the truth.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector.
And unfortunately, this poor bastard don't know. Like, yeah, thanks for just keeping you alive longer. That's
when you
all.
come near their portals, hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Man, portals to other just. Beep. Yay! The Lich Queen's Wrath. Another the trophy. Yay.
Vlaakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith
Let's
may we find light.
I'm going to audio only for a second. Video's paused. That put me at 77%.
Nice.
Forsake one protocol and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, Then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
That's right.
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago,
You
the
probably haven't
Gith
seen any of
enslaved
this
my
either.
people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Never
They lie
thought
about
Vlaakith tyrant
everybody's
or me as a
afterlife,
vassal.
don't you know?
She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. I don't know. I can't
That's the
know,
one
and that drives
I kind of
me
wish we
mad.
could fight
At
Vlaakith.
first,
That's like my
I
one
thought them an enigmatic
regret
deception,
in this
a
game.
trick of the tadpole.
Yeah.
The dream figure is real. It lives in the prism.
Unless there's like, see, that's the thing, is like, if they're not making another Baldur's Gate, then,
And I believe
yeah,
may be right.
then that is a missed opportunity. But, I mean,
When the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades.
Vlaakith and Zerial.
Feed me to their dragons.
this game might have ruined me.
Deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think.
Like for other games, just for other games, like.
In Baldur's Gate. Until then,
I mean,
be vigilant.
An Assassin's Creed game, you know what I mean? Like, I'll still play it, you know, but like, there's gonna be like RPGs are gonna be harder for me to like we've seen it already. Like, I'm more willing, I think, to go and play Pathfinder or Divinity or whatever, than I think you are. But I also go, yeah, but it's like more, you know, like it's just not quite, it's not the same thing, and it's just like when you get to like that, where all it's like, yeah, I don't even really want to play any games anymore. It's like I think I played the game to beat all games. This is the best game I think I've ever played in my life, and I love Mass Effect.
This is definitely one of my favorite games.
It's all the things I can do. It's the toolbox. It's the ultimate like fantasy. And if you can understand how to do it, and it's just great. Well, that's gonna be where we end the stream. We'll be setting off to Act 2 next time. We haven't even gone to bed yet. Well, let's see what happens after we go to bed. Who knows? And then... Okay, nothing happened. I keep waiting for some Dark Urge shit to happen, but...
Leave camp.
But we just got level 8, and we're just starting Act 2. So
going into the Shadow Cursed land.
You could kind of say that that we got to level 8 at Act 2, but that's, or the end of Act 1. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so we'll see
got
y'all.
It from killing Gandalf.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll see you all on the next one of these tomorrow. But like I was saying before, next Thursday I close, so I won't be here to play before Critical Role. I don't even think there will be Critical Role next Thursday because it's the last Thursday of the month. It'll be the day after my concert too, so I'll probably be pretty tired anyway. I'm not going into work until 2 o'clock the next day, so that's a good thing. By the time I get home, since there's probably no Critical Role, maybe then we can play and we can talk about stuff then. But that's next week. What am I fucking talking about? Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
Oh, well, I'm talking to them, man.